Welcome, y'all. Full moon in Capricorn. Some of you definitely got some clarity, or there's some things unfolding rapidly. Welcome, y'all. Welcome. We in here. God has everything sacred. Welcome, my loves. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. The last live since. Aww. Or you can go back to it after this one. Y'all. Whatever you do, find a moment to do a vision board or update your vision boards. The other message I was getting was the reason for detoxing. Most of you already know already, but it's to get you to be more precise in what it is that you're able to hear as far as source guidance. Okay? And do some research too for yourself. Like if you know your blood type, you can break certain codes to update your DNA, okay, your cells, so that way you're able to connect to the next frequency that's available to you. Okay, thank you. Oh, yo, I had the only moment today. Like, I literally had a 6 of Wands, 7 of Wands experience at the moment I decided to step outside intentionally when the sun and the moon were in direct or exact opposition for it to be a full moon. I will say this though, because the full moon in Capricorn, we know Capricorn got a lot to do with karma, right? So when we talk about Saturn, here's the following. Saturn, the ruler of Capricorn, is about limitation, fears, time, structure, karma, consolidation, delays, but does not deny. I said deny. It's deny. It's basically like, not deceiving yourself about where and what areas of life you have lied to self or people may have lied to you. And really closing out those cycles. The Father, we also have test when it comes to Saturn's energy, contraction, responsibility, obligation, ambition. And Saturn rules the skin, bones, teeth, knees, and ears. Okay? So, when it comes to, I'm going to answer your question right now. When it comes to manifestation, that's the first thing you want to remove from your perception. Time. Okay? Because it's going to have you focusing on the when with an intensity that's when you speak of manifestations. Now we're speaking of pulling in energies from a higher frequency to bring it into your reality in a lower dimension. Greetings, D. So we're going to see what message Source has for the collective. Okay? Ringing the alarm, huh? Let me. You're welcome. It'll help you. Welcome, Charlie. It'll really help you to step into the energy frequency of a magician. Doesn't use time. We don't use time. I'm a magician my damn self. Just have a tendency to push shit. Mind you, the alarm is going off 10:03. Vibes. Vibes. Okay. So, Mama Universe, I connect my heart and soul to D. I connect my heart and soul to Mama Universe, Papa Universe. Full moon in Capricorn, that is your vibe. What symbol was that just now? I connect my heart and soul to my ancestors, spirit guides, angels that guide and protect me, and those that are part of the collective that connect with me for messages that are directly for the collective, for each and every one of those who resonate with any of these messages, and not a message that they would have to fit, but it rings a bell within the frequency of their selves. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of the gods and goddesses that flow through me as me. For you and I collective to use our mind's eye to see, always in connection to the Most High. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Bring forth the deity. I am that I am. Mama Universe, what is the message? Ashe. Love 13. Shoe was popping. Hola, amor. Welcome. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for liking the video, vibing with me in the chat. So vibe. Let's see what the message is. Let's see what the message is. Split the deck. We have 1 year, year one. Okay. Look at this. A bond. Universalizing. A bond with the universe. You see healer at the top, right? Eileen, welcome, my love. Welcome, Cariño. That's the message. You know why I'm moving like this? Because I'm feeling out if I should say what I saw today, but we'll see. But it's definitely in connection to, because put it this way, when Jupiter entered Aries, okay, it marked a new 12-year cycle. The last time Jupiter was in Aries, Ashe, was 2011, 2011, 2012, right? So some of you may have been in this space at that point where things were running smooth, and then 4 years later, like around 2015, shit started looking real crazy, real foggy, you know. But this is where you started to become the one who's in process of a demolition. But right now, right here, right now, where we're at right now, there's an overstanding that's coming in. Okay. It's an overstanding that's coming in. Oh, it's John. Tight. Loosen up, basically. Yeah. The crown being fitted for a new crown. That part. That part. So Jupiter right now is in Aries. We got a full moon in Capricorn, which speaks of karma, the completion of a karmic lesson, a 12-year cycle. Now, this could be a 12-year, 24-year, so on and so forth. 36, 48. Yeah, these are some major cycles that are being closed out, because when the sun and the moon were in that exact opposition, the moon was in the third house, the sun was in the ninth house. Okay, moon in Capricorn, third house energy. We know the third house has a lot to do with my candle just popping now. It did that thingamajig again. 10:09, 22:09, 22:03. So something about 2003, 2009 is significant. You've released certain connections. You may see them lurking. 10:10, but that cycle's done and over with. You know what I'm saying? Cycle's done and over with. You already know we about to step into Leo season, right? Which is the fifth house. We know number 5 to be all about change. The fifth house talks about your will, your power to create by trusting your instincts. And you've had more than enough lessons, okay, to gain the wisdom to wipe out whatever it was that was blocking you from reconnecting to your path, your soul's purpose, your North Star. Because again, at that moment of that full moon, it was basically 21 degrees. The sun was at 21 degrees, the moon was at 21 degrees, and the seconds was 21. So it was 21 degrees, 21 seconds, 21 degrees, 21 seconds. When I tell you, so that's a world card right there. Wow. This full moon is different. This one, 12:38, and that was the minute of the full moon. Angels, it's time to fly. It's time to fly. When you're an angel, especially an angel of the heavens, bringing heaven on earth, that means you go to some serious wars. Forget the battle. You enter some serious wars now. You feel me? So let's see. 21, 21, 21, 21. God energy remained at the bottom of the deck. What's the message for the collective source on the universe? All right. The vision, the spectral, liberation, dissolving, releasing, moon tone 11. Some of you may have a galactic signature of spectral. Galactic signature, moon tone spectral, which is 11. 11 is also connected to justice. Then we have here Gematria 1020, 1156. And one of the values of this number is the chosen one, along with examine the ancient creator. Your holy parents speak, saying it is finished. Whatever this cycle is, it is finished. And as we just mentioned, speaking about Leo season, which means having courage, don't let pride get in the way. Part of that pride, which is connected to the ego being out of balance or stepping away or being, ruling the spiritual aspect, when that's not what its role is. It's there for you to experience so that you can observe, become the observer. Okay? And it's all about your willpower to create. And we have here, I can, I will. Setting up a meeting with your soul to take the blindfold off. And now, this is basically, I'm seeing a 2 of Swords right now, which is Moon in Libra. Some of you may have a Moon in Libra, or whenever the moon steps into Libra, that's a significant moment for you. If you are a reflector, this is a message for you as well, to be mindful of when the moon is in Libra. Moon and Libra's emotions connected to memories as it relates to partnerships, the balance in those partnerships. Okay? Because this is where you're learning about yourself, possibly through confrontation when it comes to Libra, seventh house energy. I've mentioned this before in previous lives where if you find yourself having to, you know, you're in more than normal, pay attention to what is going on in your life because that's also connected to the seventh house. That's also something you can do in terms of truly releasing yourself from certain energies. This is why when I'm doing personal readings and it can extend, for quite some time, I always tell, you know, those that I'm doing a personal reading for, if you ever have to use the restroom, let's pause and go so you can release whatever we're doing right now. You know what I'm saying? Everything is connected. You feel me? Then we got Proverbs 29:16. When the wicked are in authority, transgression increases, but the uncompromisingly righteous shall see the fall of the wicked. I know what this is all about. You're all here right now in this moment to see the fall of this oppression that has been set age after age, well, generation after generation. And now you're here, you know. It'd be hard to understand because my dog keep barking, biting down like a pit bull, basically. Where was I going with that? Because I'm listening to music, but it'd be hard to understand because my dog keep lagging. But it's really time for, it's the moment rather for you to experience. You always hear me say about this unconditional love. You got the rune of partnership right here, nonetheless, which speaks of unity, union, a partnership that's near, a partnership that allows you to remain independent, healthy within the union. You know, a lot of these things where the wicked, where an authority doesn't allow partnerships to remain independent. There's always this hierarchy within the partnership when each one should have their own hierarchy within themselves and come together and build on that if there is one. But it really shouldn't be a thing like, because you are this energy, this is what you're supposed to do. Because you're feminine, this is what you do. Because you're masculine, this is what you do. If you have the capabilities to do what a masculine does, do what you do. If the masculine has the capabilities to do what a feminine does, do what you do. You know what I'm saying? So this partnership, this gift, this some of you about to receive an amazing gift here. Let me see what 29:16 talking about. It'd be hard to understand because my job keep money. Pit bulls were nannies. They move like nannies. 29:16. We talking about partnership, right? And it's bringing me to this joint says the 27th letter of the alphabet. I kid you not. This is when I said, what symbol are you showing me? It's showing me the symbol of the 27th letter. I'm going to show you what it's showing me right now because it's 26 letters in the alphabet, right? So it's a symbol that looks like I can't even explain what it looks like right now. It's not a, it's, I don't have the word for it. I'm going to just show you the picture. It almost looks like the yin and the yang, actually. Was an ampersand. Ampersand is the and symbol, but the way they showed it over here, and come on, show me what you just showed. That's the thing. When you go on the phone and the computer, it should be looking different. Hold up, I gotta see this. I'm gonna show it to y'all. Because the same thing that I was seeing when I was doing the opening. Gallery 91 Incorporated. What's that about? Yeah, I know we channel and research over here. So this was the symbol I saw when y'all saw me close my eyes. This is what I saw. But it was like this. Yeah, that's the symbol it was showing me. We what is going on? Talk to me, source. Ooh, that's the first thing that came up for 2916. And ooh, Santron used to say the word "and" for him meant DNA. And you what the? Because backwards "and" is DNA, right? So there's an upgrade happening. Obviously, we know that. But for real, like this shit ain't even a joke. Where I feel like this upgrade that most of y'all are having, it's a different type of forgiveness, it's a different type of releasing where you feel much stronger, you know? Because with Saturn energy, now we're talking about structure, we're talking about boundary, we're talking about Saturn here, okay? Saturn rules restrictions. Anytime let's talk about weights now. Weights is all about a restrictive energy, but it's a restriction that makes you stronger. So at first, when you start lifting a certain weight or a certain load, there's a breakdown that happens. Each time you get heavier and heavier in the load that you carry, there's a breakdown that happens. But what's happening on top of that? You're getting stronger, right? You might be sore here and there, granted, but you're developing a muscle, strength, Leo season. 2916, many have used him for their own gain. And that's talking about religion. There's so many wars that are going on in the name of religion. Then it says here, Mystery Babylon the Great, B. Queen Elizabeth. Mm. Wrath of the eternal God, who is I am that I am. Divine warriors of the apocalypse. If the wheel squeaks, grease it. Wisdom. New CNN Rex TV. What? 2916. Rapture days away for real. Rapture days away for real this time. 2916. One who can destroy your soul. Let me see what the divine numbers are talking about here. Anything that comes to mind on your heart, write it down. Write it down. Stay on your path, y'all. Whatever you're doing, I'm here to tell you, stay on your path. Look at this, 2916 in the lexicon dictionary speaks of mud, clay, damp dirt. What movie was that? Was it The Order of the Blue Rose? And the golem is created out of clay. And it's like, it's giving me the energy of the first seal, the white horse, where things have been designed to set out and conquer you. And it was all for you to gain the muscle. It was the restriction for you, the resistance for you to gain the muscle to get stronger. Hope my Santron is okay, but I know he's straight. Let me see something. I'm gonna pull some more messages. Y'all give me a minute. Ah, I ain't gonna front. I was waiting to see the moon, but you see where it's at right now. So it's on its way. Let's see. Nine. It's over there. Over there. It has to come over this way. So that might be later on. Not might be. It's going to be, but we may not be on the live. But we might be. I don't know. Shit, the way I'm moving right now, ain't no telling. All right. Tell me more. Wow. Some of you about to receive the gift of resources, mobile, expansive forces of money, because now you have favor. Okay, this speaks of the gift of finances here. This is also the gift of property. It's also again wealth. Okay, we have the cattle here, so there's definitely a connection to Hathor. The gift of dynamic power, the gift of the renewal of your sexual attraction, the gift of young love, the gift of projection of something of a higher value, of higher frequencies, not that low shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like now that you've cleared out so many different things of your path, the feedback you're receiving now is a matching frequency as to where you want to go. Before it was things that you had to see that was blocking you from where you wanted to go. Okay, look at this. The moon right now is wanting gibbous at this moment. Okay, which is all about relaxing, accepting, and regrouping. That's why we would like that too. Here we go. What else he got? AWADs. Wow. And you definitely receiving this gift, because to receive this gift, it means that you have harmony through uncovering the mysteries of this room that actually came out. AWADs, which is the mysteries, uncovering the mysteries on how to build up your strength to ward off or repel blockades and defeat. The key to this is patience. So wherever you have Jupiter in your chart, this is key. Or if you have Sagittarius in your chart, or you could also have certain placements that are at 9 degrees or 21 degrees, or you may have certain planets in the ninth house. Okay, this is the area of your life that's teaching you, giving you the strength, okay, to have a certain type of defense. And this defense is connected to the mysteries of death, the mysteries of transformations, like really pulling yourself out of the perception of what death is. It's simply a transformation. It's if we speak of the soul, we speak of eternal, eternal life and generational wealth. This is obviously speaking of an energy that never ends. But if once we put the perception of the way death is today for the majority, it's obviously an end. Okay. So this is why people mourn the way they do, and it's almost like nah. It definitely was 29:16, so that definitely confirmed this, because when the wicked were in authority, and I say were because they no longer are, and that's basically the process that you're seeing in the world today, as certain things are being wiped out and things are changing drastically because the forces of nature are coming into play. People have really put um, gods and goddesses ahead of nature, but the actual gods and goddesses have been warriors of nature. But when we talk to people about connecting to nature in that way, that they would connect with certain gods and goddesses, it's like, so another thing about the harmony through uncovering the mysteries of AWAS means you're learning, You're learning and remembering the ways that your soul connects you to the way to respond to certain warnings to avoid casualties. Because warnings, as it says in one of these rooms, I can't remember off the top of my head right now which one it is exactly, but it speaks of a warning being a gift. Okay, so AWAS also speaks of where growth is encouraged through discomforts, which goes back to the seventh house Libra energy, aka Venus. Now, Venus rules both your second house and your seventh house. Venus is the ruler of Taurus, second house, and Libra, seventh house. So that could also be where you have learned certain things as well. Let me see what else you got. Uh-huh. So I picked up the deck. We got spiritual cleanse at the bottom of the deck. It's like, okay, enough with this. You've done all you needed to do. Now it's time to move forward. Move forward. Okay. All right. Okay. We got a book now. And we have the blue hand, solar seal number 7. So some of you here may actually be a solar spectral, blue spectral hand, solar seal 7, moon tone 11, and you see it there, 711. A wish is being granted. In order for this wish that you're asking for, you have to connect to, there goes that, the law of attraction, manifestation, which is the power of accomplishment, which means the action to connect to this power of accomplishment is to know, okay, that you'll receive what it is that you're asking for. And part of your manifestation is basically affirming that it's already here. It just needs to physically match up to you in this physical reality. But in order to connect to this action and this power, you must carry the essence of being healed, healing. And the planet here for solar seal 7, which is the blue hand, is planet Earth, connecting to the heart chakra. Okay, so now we got the Earth. You may be an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And then we have the heart chakra. So this could also be a Leo when it comes to the physical realm. Okay, someone who helps you with this healing process. Okay, then we have, all right, we got overtone as well, the essence of radiance. Essence of radiance and healing, liberation is key. And we have connections and communications with and on purpose. You could be a white world bridger, solar seal 6. What up, fam? Which is the power of death. There goes that. And what that truly means. The planet for the white world bridger is Mars. The chakra is the throat. So now we have the heart and the throat chakra. And with this full moon being connected to Lyra, okay, which is that feline star seed energy, that is connected to the crown and the throat chakra. When you're talking about this lioness vibes, you're a natural born leader. You have knowledge that comes from a different, obviously a different world, a different realm, actually, a different frequency, not a world, because worlds are part of this realm. On that note, intelligence is simplifying the complex. Follow the voice of your heart. If there's anything I say that you want me to elaborate on, just let me know, because I know I can speak in parables sometimes. Shit, all the time. And then we have the family that receives is here. Welcome, North Polar family that receives when it comes to the galactic signatures, okay? This is the family that is the sound of the chromatics, the sounding the chromatics. So you're really connected to colors and phenomena. Pluto is your best friend. This is the zone of the enlightened one, okay? You project, if we're looking at the Great Pyramid, Those of you that are part of the family that receives, this is connected to the galactic signatures of the yellow sun, red serpent, white dog, blue eagle. You project upward from the Great Pyramid. Okay? Huh. I put that there and I'm just like, what? Y'all just be writing, looking up stuff and just be okay. Just be mindful that wherever it is that you decide to dwell, it affects your mind and your behavior. Okay? So we also have Taurus popping through here. Welcome, Taurus. Second house energy again, Venus. The numbers for Taurus is 6 and 4. It's also connected to emeralds and copper. And then we have the cattle again. So the cattle is quite significant. Taurus is part of the house that comes with the energy of being fierce, but also gentle. It's also connected to property, money, and possessions. And the mantra for Taurus is I have, the goddess of beauty. It is a fixed sign. One of the colors that's mainly connected to it is pale blue. Again, throat chakra energy. Then we have generators, so welcome generators. Generators, you are here, and this is your human design. Your human design is all about you designing to build. You're highly enthusiastic, but it's important for you to have wisdom of your body, the sacral energy. So, whatever it is that blocks you from that, let that shit go. And when you let that shit go, refuse to blame others for the lack of success in all areas of your life. And everything that you ask the universe for, that it's in alignment to your path, it will say yes to, because it's time for you to evolve from the Empress to the Goddess. Ashe. Ashe. You're spot on. Yeah. And then what I didn't say when I saw this was eons. Some of you, you've been here before. It's like you speak the energy of light, which doesn't have anything to do with words. So there goes the family that receives. That's definitely you if you have the yellow sun, red serpent, white dog, blue eagle, galactic signature energy. Okay. Now we also have, here is the final message. You could be seeing 333-444-111-222. It's time for you to clear out the foundation of all beliefs and re-energize your soul in accordance to a heart as light as a feather. My aunt is here to give you your abundance, your blessings, because your blessings, because yes, you are a goddess, you are an empress, but now it's time for you to evolve into the goddess frequency. Okay. Well, deities, goddesses, there's levels to this. That's for fucking sure. I'm gonna use an oracle deck that I haven't used in a while. It's called the Oracle of E. Some of you are going from goddess to deity. So it's a whole different type of vibe. You definitely not want to be messing with 38:33 on the timer. And we know the full moon today throughout the world, it was at 38 minutes. See, that's the thing about time. Notice that no matter where you go, the minute is the same, but the hours change. There you know. That's something man created. Everywhere in the world right now is 37 minutes. It'd be shit like that that's mind boggling for me. Oh man. Look at this. This said baby steps. Leaping in love. 12. Alright, let's see what the Oracle of E message is for y'all. See? That just smelled like VO5. The shampoo and the conditioner. Let me see what this is saying though. Why did it smell like that? 750-222 is the number for in the blink of an eye. What is occurring for the collective? I smell VO5. What does this have to do with the collective? What is occurring in the blink of an eye? 10:38 right now. In the blink of an eye, what is happening? When I tell you that's what the full moon right now feel like, Baggage be gone. That's the wish. This is 17, the star card. Baggage be gone. I'm going to go with the moon card here. Let's see what the moon is talking about, which connects to the collective subconscious. The moon is connected to emotions and memories. Bringing me back to that movie, The Mandela Effect, where he was like, once people see the glitch in the system, are you going to trust your memories? Now, the moment you start questioning your memories, it's basically you putting yourself back into a different space, time, to switch things out. Fatima, hi, my love. Baggage be gone. Confidence is key to success. The energy is gaining momentum. And I know y'all see it, right? I know you see it. I know you see it. I'm like, any, many, miny, mo. All that shit got to go. New moon in Leo. That's the next new moon. Then it says here, work through your fears. New moon in Scorpio. Baggage be gone. At the top of the deck, new moon in Cancer. You and your loved ones are safe, so do what you do. Some of y'all obviously would have to make certain choices, make decisions, take action on it, okay? In order for you, for things to be rebalanced or balanced, out the door. You feel me? I'm gonna clarify this here with the vice versa deck. Using a lot of things I haven't used in a minute now. That movie, which one? Mandela Effect. That shit had me booing at the end. I sat there, looked outside at this oak tree. I was like, God, why don't people get it? When that angel body in me kick in, boy, it kick in. It kick in. Let's see. Clarify this here. Baggage be gone. The energy is gaining momentum. Confidence is the key to success. What is this bringing? Oh, shit. So this came out. This is the King of Cups, and it's in reverse, so we're going to take it this way. Now, looking at it this way, someone from the past is returning. Someone that left or something that left is returning. Now, this could be the moment that you release this baggage. For some of you, obviously, don't tell me, I don't want the person past. Fuck that. Listen. There's an energy, okay, a frequency that you're connected to, right? That will return once you release what doesn't get in the way of it blossoming. This could be an idea that you have, but this is also, if it's an idea, this could be something that you're not confident about because you're paying attention to more of what's going on outside of you, what people have to say. All of that shit, by the way, it's never been your business and never will be. Okay? Doesn't matter who it is, mother, father, brother, sister, cousin. Some of you are literally here, okay, to demolish the current foundation and rebuild. We're at the beginning of a new age. Some of you may be a life path 4 or 22. You may be a Taurus or have Taurus highly aspected in your chart, where it speaks of being the builder. Okay, and this is what you're here to do, Mandela. Okay, so birds are significant in terms of there's a particular bird that comes around, and whenever it comes around, it's that and two others, or they come in a set of three each time it's around. Each time there's a significant thought. Look at that. I'm looking this way, obviously, and then you got the 9 of Pentacles here. But if this is this way, if I turn this around, this is somebody that's coming in with an offer, an emotionally fulfilling offer. Okay, remember now, there goes the white horse now. Okay, which when we're speaking of the book of Revelation, we're speaking of that which is set out to conquer. So things that have been set out to conquer are going to be those things that at some point you may find it tough to let go. But what's going to be tougher is actually you missing out where you're supposed to go, because love, for one, is not attachment. And a lot of these belief systems have put the program, okay? Because feelings become programs within you. Once you say I am, anything you say after I am, there it goes. It becomes you. Okay? So it's a difference, yes, to say I feel, because when you're saying I feel, now we're speaking of the moon, right? When we're saying I am, you're speaking of your life force. So now you're putting this frequency. Life force is the blood. So you're bringing in this frequency into your blood, and your blood is what's giving you that life. It's what's being pumped through your heart to give you life, right? So there's been things that have been set out to conquer you. You got an option to let it and to continue, or to let it, learn from it, release it, and go to what it is that you're here for. And a lot of what to know what you're here for, because I love to use natal charts often, is your north node. Some of you, whatever it is that you may find hard to let go of, more than likely is connected to your south node. Also, there's something within your Chiron energy that you have no understanding about, and you must have that understanding. Now, the thing with Chiron is the following. Chiron speaks of a wound that happens decade after decade after decade, and it's seen as something that cannot be healed or never heals. The way I feel about it, because I know where I come from, this ain't my only home. Okay, there's a way to heal it, especially if you have Chiron retrograde in your natal chart. This is your lifetime to cleanse things out. Okay, to rebuild. This is what I mean, that some of you are literally here to demolish a foundation, the root of it all, and only use what is, essential to move forward with. You know what I'm saying? So just think of it that way. If you're struggling with letting go, think about what the okay. You know what that is? That's a fear of the unknown. That's really the fear, false evidence appearing real of the unknown. The unknown belongs to the spiritual realm. And when we're speaking of the balance of the spiritual and the physical, you have the unknown and the known. The physical is the masculine energy, the unknown or the spiritual is the feminine energy. Okay? So there could also be moments where you're being impulsive, and it's this just causes you to build and build and build on what it is that's not allowing you to move forward. Under the Nine of Pentacles, which speaks of your independence, okay? It's like you have a calling even to speak to birds or to animals as well. All types of animals. You have a rabbit, a hare here, and a dove. Remember yesterday's live, that dove? Yo, I definitely saw two doves today. That it was pigeons, but they were all white. Two of them. I said, okay, I'm with it. Then you got temperance under that. Yeah, I'm with it. See, whatever it is that you're imagining, because this is the Four of Wands, but on this side speaks of what's going on in your imagination. Okay. Notice in this temperance card. Okay, I love this deck. Why haven't you been using this shit? In this temperance card, on this side, this is temperance on the other side. Okay, which speaks of Mercury. This is Mercury and this is sulfur. So there's a cleansing of the mind, right? Through temperance of emotions. On this side, this is where the hangman usually is. As you're tempering emotions, there's obviously a moment where you're uncomfortable to temper emotions, because there's times where you would have to respond in moments that you're quick to react. Especially while we're talking about the full moon in Capricorn. You already know the Capricorn also has to do with work too. People who are in authority, you know who you are. You don't like people telling you how to do something or what to do and shit like that. Especially how, because the how belongs to source. Okay. So got the eagle here and the lion behind the temperance with this with the red wings over here. All right. It's like Michael was like, yo, do what you do. Go do what you do. Stop being afraid. Gain the courage. Gain the higher perspective. Get off of that. You've been hanging long enough. You've been leaving. You might have felt like people left you hanging or lack of support. And this is why you cling to situations. And there's situations that you cling to, right? And you cling to it because it gives you a support that you may not get from anybody else. But that support that you're looking for outside yourself, the one that's going to give it to you the most with unconditionally is going to be yourself. It's never going to be anybody else. And I'm going to say never be anyone else because you can't control anyone's emotions or their thoughts. You can only handle yours. You may have, you're going to have your counterpart, where it seems that way, but they also have their own mind. This is a part of that partnerships where being independent within that partnerships allow you both to blossom where you're not putting that load like you're supposed to be there. No, they know that they chose to be there. They know what they're here to do. The moment that conversation or you're supposed to do this and that, this is where you start going into this space of understanding. And understanding is something you do with yourself. Understanding speaks of you going through the underworld, going through the transformation of self, breaking this whatever blocks you from your psyche or whatever blocks you from connecting to your higher self. Because when you go through the dark night of the soul, that's the process of you realigning with your higher self. The source connects to you. You know what I'm saying? So let's see what is coming up here. Confidence is the key to success. The energy is gaining momentum. Some of you may have had like this standstill when it came to partnerships in any area of your life, whether it's work, love, this could be family, this could be social relationships. Well, listen, things are definitely shifting, okay? The main thing, as we know with full moons are about forgiveness, gratitude that brings forth completion, okay? And this, when we're speaking of this full moon, Capricorn 10th house speaks of your work, your achievements, your status. Okay. And remember, whatever it was that was blocking you from really, stepping your foot onto the right path when it comes to your achievements, this is the cycle. This is the moon where you really want to write down, what it is that you want to release so you can welcome in the new and burn that shit on some real. What is this here? Tell me more about this energy. We got the Seven of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles, which is a 13. See now, they're both facing the outside world, okay? Both of them. This Six of Pentacles is literally guiding y'all, okay, to really get familiar with your moon, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Saturn, and Jupiter placements. Okay, because what we're looking at here is in order for you to connect to your immortal spirit, your purpose, which is your sun card, your true identity, which is your sun energy, your true identity, you're really gonna have to get to the bottom of emotions connected to memories, moon sign, okay, Mercury, your perception, and the relation you have with the external world based on that perception. Venus, which speaks of feedback, whether if it's comfortable, not whether, but feedback, comfort, or not. The reason why I said, and I won't do no critical thinking moment right now. Feedback, comfort, or not of personal values, things that you enjoy, things that you would appreciate. Mars speaks of the use and action of your willpower, and the willpower is connected to the sun sign. So this Mars and the sun is really important for you to know your Mars energy, because this speaks of what you connect to as far as you know, either being impulsive or stepping into your spiritual warrior energy, and knowing that what that is, because it's not every time that you want to, step into that. There are moments where you want to allow source to handle that for you. And when we're speaking of source handling, that Mars energy, we're speaking of Venus, but the Venus that is ruling Libra, the seventh house of partnership. Seven is also connected to the God of gods, or the infinite creator. Okay. And huh, that's my aunt's energy as well. My aunt sits in your heart space. So whenever you're going through a process of judgment, it happens in the heart, which goes back to the message of making sure your heart is as light as a feather. So that way you know when to respond and not put yourself in a position to react. And it's not even going to, you know, affect the person the way you thought it would. Instead of you just giving it up to the Most High, say, look, just take this shit away from me. And sometimes what prevents people from doing that is being patient with the process and what that looks like. Again, going back to the unknown. Then we got the Seven of Pentacles here. Okay. This side is showing me a person who's like, okay, because on this side, it's like you're looking at what it is that you have manifested, but you're unhappy with it. This is the side you all came out on for this message at this moment, where it's like, okay, you're analyzing things here. This is Saturn energy as well. This one is the moon's energy. The moon right now is in the sign that is ruled by Saturn, Capricorn. But going back to what I was saying as well, you want to get to know your Jupiter energy, because this speaks of your growth when it comes to, connecting with your life path and integrating that into society, because each and every physical being has a particular life path that is designed to integrate with society to build this place to become heaven on earth. But now we got these systems, as we were speaking before. We had these systems, as we were speaking before, that doesn't allow people to really do that, and puts them in a space of competition where everybody is doing something that someone else is doing, rather than doing what what their soul embodies. Okay. Then you have Saturn, which speaks of responsibilities and rules for the growth of your own consciousness. Now, this is where you start setting boundaries. Okay. So some of you have gotten to this space where you've learned the lessons about all that has occurred, or this message is helping you to enlighten yourself about what has occurred and why, because Taurus speaks about your emotional security. Okay. Which means you controlling the energy and motion within you, not allowing someone else to do it or forcing someone to understand what's going on within you. Okay. So welcome, goddess. So here we got Saturn and Leo at the bottom of the deck. You see this side of the Five of Wands, Saturn and Leo, which we had in the immediate future position yesterday, speaks of the obstacles and challenges that were perfectly designed to show you in what areas of your life you have to start setting boundaries. Because a lot of you want to take these leaps of faith, aka risk. I like to say renewal and source knowledge, renewal and self-knowledge, whether if it's in love, whether if it's, your own business. Um, some of you, it's wanting to have children, but you feel like certain things are supposed to occur in a certain way. But even if you plan to do so, that doesn't mean that at that moment that you planned it, that the universe is going to grant you that gift at that moment, because a child is a gift. Okay. So on the other side, look what we got here. There's that. We have the Justice card. This is a good side to see it on because we don't want to see it here. Mm-mm. Going straight to Hades. That's what that means. Under the Justice card at the top of the deck, we got the Lovers. Look, some of you are literally being moved forward out of this energy of the sleepless nights and depression and anxiety to people who are going to help you to get to the next level. But in order to connect to those people, you have to be able to be, put yourself in a space that you're open and receptive now. So balance the heart. Balancing the heart means getting things out of the way that doesn't allow you to connect to your instincts about what it is that you want to create and that you have the power to do. So, what stands under the heart, what it is, you know what it is. It's the solar plexus, I can, the sacral chakra, I want, the root chakra, I have. So, in order for you to connect to what it is that you love, you have to want, and know that you can have what it is that you want, as long as you connect to source. Now, the source that is connected to you within you is right in here. The moment you're able to listen to your heart is when you'll really start to operate and work through any types of fears, false evidence appearing real. And Scorpio is the spiritual body of Taurus. In order for you to connect to the physical essence of your self-worth, being able to attract luxury, because that's also luxury, Taurus energy. Okay, that's the Empress, that's the King of Pentacles, that's the Hierophant. Speak of the Hierophant, now we really got to be mindful. You better connect to that Pluto over there. Get familiar with the area of your life that Pluto is in, the house that Pluto is in, because Pluto goes by generation. So let's see what else we got going on. We was on that for a bit. 1101, 111. Shay. We was on that for a bit because there's definitely some entanglements over there, huh? What else you got going on here for the collective? So it's full moon in Capricorn. I didn't even see that, but look at here, look at here, look at here, look at here. Brand spanking new. Open your presence. Okay? 3 times 3 is 9. You feel me? So it's like, sheesh. When it comes to your thoughts, you're getting blessings, abundance 3 times. When it comes to your emotions, blessings 3 times. When it comes to your passion, blessings 3 times. When it comes to you and bringing that into manifestation, blessings 3 times. But again, we already know the vibes. You gotta release this baggage, that because listen, not everything's gonna be able to go with you here. Okay. Something about 933, 17, 917. Let me see something. 933. A harmless eruption of the skin. I feel like that's y'all breaking out of your skin, like the Kundalini rising. Vein popping out and shit. Oh, I definitely closed out the entire window. Almost lost y'all there. 933. Yeah, definitely closing out on a past life cycle here. 933 says let in heaven. 933, pretty special. 933, first density. Damn. That's 1D. Shit. Okay. Let me see what this over here. Baby steps. The dude abides. Wow. When you see this, baby steps, the dude abides, this is basically source coming in to help you. Step by step. Baby steps. Gotta crawl before you walk. There goes that shedding of the skin, the kundalini rising from the root to the crown chakra. Let me get some Get some of these cards right. Yeah, look at that. Grounding your light. It's important to ground your light. Which means meditation, getting out in nature, in the grass, putting your feet in the grass, getting by water, doing breathing exercise in nature by a particular tree that you have a connection to. If you have a chance to get by willow trees, definitely recommend that, because that's one tree that really absorbs sorrows. And I'm also noticing on this Justice card, we have the Libra, the Virgo glyph here. And Maat behind her. So 6th house energy, there's definitely a balance in your health. Some of you have been, calling on the Most High to help you with certain wounds, anything that's related to health matters as well. It could be something that's part of it's part of your bloodline, because we have here energy signature, the past is in the present, which is also important to detox, because there's certain foods that you're really not supposed to be consuming. It's just been part of the culture for you. Culture is also connected to blood. Okay, let's see. Yep. Kundalini rising. 22. Ignite your passion for life. Do the vibes. Baby steps. Whoa, that shit went flying over there, boy. Third eye vision. It's time for you to reclaim your mind. Number 36, which is a 9 here. Wow. It's another 9. You got 9, 33, 36, 369. Yes. Because I definitely saw this amazing post where they were breaking down the synchronicities 111, 222, 333, 444. When you add them up, they're all 369. So you have to get to a point where you become the synchronicity. The way you know that you become the synchronicity is you're connected to a certain number that you constantly see. You ask yourself, okay, let me see this so that way I know, but I already know what's going on. But allow me to see these numbers so I can give myself the confirmation. So bring the energy closer to me. You'll see it repeatedly, even more so after that. That's what people aren't realizing, that when you start seeing a particular synchronicity often, it's because you're at the point where you are becoming the synchronicity. You are becoming the affirmation. So there's like this crystal grid. You activated yourself on a crystal grid, or your crystalline body, your light body. You're showing me another 9 over here with the swirl as well. And at the time of the exact opposition of the sun and the moon to be a full moon, the sun was in the 9th house. The 9th house is of Sagittarius, Jupiter energy, which is expansion. Okay, so things are being removed or being put into a particular structure for you to receive what it is that you're asking for. So if you've been asking for something and there are other areas of your life that you got to let go of it to receive what it is that you're receiving, ask yourself, why would you hold yourself back? Why would you hold yourself back? What is it that's actually there that, would be better than where you're going? Because where you're going, this is not allowed. So obviously it's not a match to where you're going. You know what I mean? Ground your light. Another 9. Because this is 18. These 9s are something else right now, though. What was coming through? I don't remember. It'll come to me. Yep. Observe whatever is limiting you from connecting to Spirit's message to you. 34:7. Observe these limitations. Observe what Saturn is doing for you. Observe it by seeing where Saturn is transiting at this time when it comes to your natal chart. Which house is it in? Or wherever you have Capricorn in your chart. This is what this full moon is shifting for you. There are two paths ahead. Number 3, 30. Source wants you to channel your knowledge. Use your critical judgment, which means analyzing, but not to a point of over analyzing. Okay, there goes the eagle eyes again. Okay, no worries, love. Just let go of whatever that is that you're holding on to. It ain't hard. You just don't know what's coming after, and that's a wonderful feeling. Don't make it a burden because you don't know. Don't make what you don't know a burden, because it may not be designed for you to know it yet. There's certain things that source doesn't want us to know, and we want to know it because there's a possibility of sabotage, because there's still something around that can prevent you from knowing and seeing what it is that you're about to be presented with. And it's 11:10 right now. Dark night of the soul, where the life brings new meaning, and this is card number 11, which is the hermit, which is number 9. Okay, so let's see what else we got here. Sometimes I really be feeling like I'm speaking in circles, but I just allow myself to speak, because that's what sources is connecting messages. And sometimes to me it don't make sense, but that's just me tapping into the intuition. Yo, y'all remember this card from the other reading before? Be fearless, card number 3. uh, this could even show up in like water spots, or if you're like doing dishes and you see bubbles, like pay attention. 11222, pay attention to the shapes that come out in different things that you're doing throughout your day. Like, that source connects in the most simplest ways. Like, this is why it's important to have the mindset and the heart of a child, because a child uses its imagination, you know, with no limits. I was gonna say limitless, but that that still to me sounds like there's still some limits. It's just less. So we got, listen, listen, listen. As we're sitting here speaking of the child, we have open intuition and be fearless. A 3-year-old is extremely fearless unless they're told. Notice when a child falls. And the moment you start asking it if it's okay, it starts to get startled, and this is when the baby starts crying. But if you just sit there and say, it's okay, just get up, it gets red, the child gets red up, like should ever happened. So programs are like quick to download. They're much quicker now because this is the age of Aquarius, Uranus, the planet Uranus, and it's connected to the impulses that flow through the nerves. It's one thing to be talking about the nerves, but now we're talking about the impulse in the fucking nerves. We're in the age of the impulse within the nerves. Y'all see how? Listen. It says open your intuition. 29. Seek clarification from your intuition. Not even me, although that's what this is designed for, to get your confirmation. But if you really sat there by yourself, some of you have to isolate yourself from people, because some of the things that you're feeling may not even be your own feelings, your own thoughts. You know, separate yourself from people. I know you haven't had me messing with this, Fatima. I love y'all, just so y'all know. I really do. I'm really appreciative. See, I'm having a moment. I'm having an Earth Angel moment. I really am appreciative of the soul fam that I'm able to have doing what I do. And I really do this from the space of my heart, which is why it's like, y'all already know how I spoke about, the resources and the finances of it. It's like, that's really what I ask Source for. It's like, yo, just put me in a space where I can just provide this for people because it's gonna get to that point. You hear me? It's gonna get to that point where it's just like, yo, but I know who Source wants me to connect to because the information that I'm willing to give you, it's gonna change the frame of your mind. When you take a picture out of one frame and put it into another, it changes the image entirely. That's who I am for you. You feel me? So it's like, I'm really grateful for you all. Just know that. You already do, but I'm going to constantly say that. I'm surprised I'm not tearing up right now. I ain't gonna front. I did hold it in. That's why I didn't say too much. But yes, because I get it. I get it. I get it. I really do. When it comes to doing things you want to do, wanting support from certain people that you may have supported, things like that, you know what I mean? And the way it feels once you realize what's going on around you and who's doing what towards you. But hey, um, I love you, Sacred Evelyn Cinchona. Who I got here? Fatima, Third Eye Focus, Lilia. Who else is somebody else in here? Aisha, my baby. Aline, Shu, D, Charlie. Like, you'll see. Y'all gonna see. Y'all gonna see. You seeing it already though. If you're connected to me, I'm gonna make sure you get to where I'm gonna be that person that all of y'all, are being for other people. Because I literally had a conversation, a telepathic conversation with someone who doesn't know that they're that person for me. You know what I'm saying? And right before coming on live with y'all, she texted me. She texted me. And I'm just like, look at Source, y'all. Look at Source. I literally said that. I was like, thank you for being the person that I am for others, for me. It's just the most amazing feeling right now. Because I'm one that I don't ask nobody for shit. I handle everything myself emotionally. Like when it comes to suffering in silence, I know all about that. All about it. As an athlete, as a sister, as a partner of love, as a co-worker, as a daughter. But I'm not going to repeat that story. I will not be repeating that story as a mother and as a wife. Mm-mm. No, 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 no. Or rather, empress to an emperor, goddess to a god. You know what I'm saying? Y'all giving me hugs right now, for real, for real. Because I can feel your energy. That's one thing. I like when I say I can feel people, because what I'm connected to is the subconscious of those around me. which causes me to give people chances because not everybody's aware of their subconscious. If people were aware of their subconscious, this world wouldn't look the way it looks. You can hear an earth angel now. Because you're connected to a part of you that you cannot see or that's hidden or that you would see in a dream state. You know? So just know I got y'all. That's why I be so thing about emailing me and shit because there be times I'm just like I'm in tornado mode and I don't want to come at nobody with that energy because it's not every message that people send to me that I even want to sit there and read. But because it's like I'll feel what you're sending me, but I can also feel what who you just came from, who you was talking to, who you about to go talk to next. The conversation on the phone you might have a whole bunch of shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's when my ass be in the cave. Okay, enough with the story. We're back. So be fearless. Be fearless. Wow, these joints are just popping in here. Yeah, okay. Yes, I like this. I like it a lot because it is the spiritual evolution set your heart free that came out in reverse. Ditto. You, I ain't playing with you because that's exactly what I said to the goddess that texted me earlier. I was like, yo, that's exactly what I said as she was going off. Ditto. So, your heart has been set free, y'all. You see this? The light that's descending back to you through your crown, third eye, throat chakra, your heart chakra, solar plexus, sacral, root chakra. This is the light of the heavens that's coming back in. 11:21 right now. This is the light that's coming back in. See that? Awaken. I told you the Kundalini rising. Beauty. Y'all did that. This is a confirmation for y'all that y'all, whatever it is that you're experiencing, even if it's hard for you to let go, is because you're having an awakening. And it can tug on them heartstrings like nobody's business. But let me tell you something though. Why is it important from like a deeper physical perspective of it? Each time you go through, you've seen this before, you may have heard it before, that each time you go through a heartbreak, it's like you're popping a tendon of the heart. Why would you want to do that? You're in control of putting a stop to that by what it is that the thoughts that you're replaying in your mind about the situation. The moment you kick into that gear of who you are, the I am that I am, your actual self-worth, okay? Okay, not what someone is telling you that you are worthy of. Some of you don't know what that is yet because you believe what people said about you so often. This is why it's important to sit by yourself and cry if you have to. Cry as much as you have to. Crying is a gift. Those tears that you release, or whenever it is that you're moving and you're sweating. Some of you may find yourself sweating more than usual because your body is detoxing, it's releasing a whole bunch of shit now. Freeze some fruits and make you a smoothie with some coconut water. Don't say I ain't tell you that. Okay? Put some ginger root in there. Add some turmeric, the actual root of turmeric in your smoothies. With some ginger, a little bit of pepper so you can digest the turmeric a little bit better. That's for somebody. You need some smoothies in your life. You need some yellow fruits for your solar plexus. Eat the fruits that are the colors of your chakras to assist you. You know what I'm saying? For about 10 minutes or so. Yo, right? After a God cry. That's not a typo. Don't even change it. Because you about to say here. Don't that's real right there. You see? Look at source. I'm telling you, source is moving. Uh-huh. Look at that. Look. I was just about to pull another card. You got the golden crown that wanted to pop through. 114, 11, 4, which is the Six of Cups, if anything. Under that, look at this. Keep playing. What's there's a lot going on here. Okay. All right. So you have the golden crown, desire to change. Therefore, you have an awakened spirit. You have awakened the spirit within you that is in connection to your golden crown, your soul, because that is what allows you to shine. El soul, your soul. Look at that. I'm telling you. See? Look, so you can see it. See that? Get out in the sun and actually do that. Write out whatever it is that you're still holding on to. Burn it. Get in the sun and just open up your chest and allow the sun to hit your chest. Allow the sun to hit your chest, your solar plexus, all of your chakras, because your spirit is awakening. The crown, look at that golden crown that's just wide open. And with this layering energy we got around us, this feline, this is why some of y'all seen a lot of cats right now. The feline star seed is out here. And the thing with, if you are a feline star seed, you have a past that it's quite traumatic because of the war, the galactic war we had in another age where we were all wiped out. So now that, including myself, we're back. It can be quite fierce because we ain't going out again. No, which is the energy of the matriarch when it comes to that galaxy. It's 90 and above. 90 and above. So it's time. It's time. And you know how nurturing a mother is, and a mother that's not nurturing, that's a deeply wounded mother who has a past life that's not even connected to that concept of what that is. So that's additional wounding. So let's see what comes out. What else comes out here? I'm telling you. Look at this. This channel your knowledge came out again, but it came out sideways, but I'm gonna take it upright. Number 8, transformation. So it's like that. Okay, the way it came out sideways is giving me the energy of the balance that's happening from the transformation. So that's your Mars, the use and power of your will through the transformation. Because now you have the other two is cosmic ancestors asking you to voice your concerns because they're at the celestial gate, which was the Sirius gateway that has opened, and it's available to you up until October. But it was the thing is, you saw how I just did that because it's like it's an energy. It's coming from a realm where time doesn't exist. But we gonna game of life, how to play it, how it's sourced. Okay, use what we got right now. So the Sirius gateway was from the 3rd of July to the 8th of July, right? But it's still active up until October. Okay, so that's 710, 710. 87108. Some of you are definitely building your empire, and this is why you're going through what you're going through, because you're the one to build an empire, not a kingdom. An empire, that's different. If you want to be a king or queen, that's a kingdom. You're an empress or an emperor. It's a different type of, it's a different type of vibe now. Let's see. 7108 Gematria says 567 540 000 000 9019. Hey, so the number is 56754 56754 0000050 9019. That's the first thing that pops up as the value for it. This could be synchronicities that you see. Then it goes to let them find out on their own because they don't appreciate answers when they are given to them. Golly. Okay. Yeah, this, see what I'm saying? As you're building an empire, there's people you gotta throw off the tower that's already there. Because they don't know that they're in this castle. Some people don't realize that your frequency is magical. You come with an optimism that is beyond this world. A person, an energy that comes with optimism beyond this world knows what it means to say, I am that I am. When you say, I am that I am, it is the most powerful statement, anointing you can give yourself. Because that's where the Most High Source is able to help you. Help yourself so I can help you. By knowing that you are in connection to this frequency. So, on the flip side of that, of seeking only, the Savior outside, is basically like, asking for something you're not prepared for because you don't have the tune-up within you yet to connect to it. So what are you asking for? Because when it's given to you, it's going to change a lot within you, and that change most are not, ready for. But that's also ignorance because you're in a realm that is of change. It is the place for you to experience life as a creator, to actually touch things, taste things, see things, hear things in a lower dimension. But it's a lower dimension of, it's a game. This 3D is a game. It's like going through different board games. That's the whole concept, like in Mandela Effect, the movie, of the mouse going through the maze. That each time it goes through something and it fails, it develops a program as to what not to do. Kind of like, the lifetimes your soul has encountered. A lot of you right now are in this space where you know the entire labyrinth or maze. You know how to get back home, or bring home to this realm, because Earth is ready to ascend. It's the ascension of this planet. That's what the Great Awakening is. The Grand Awakening is the ascension of the planet. You know? So, yeah. Those of us who are here already, warriors on this path, that's like that CERN vibes where they're like, no, not today. We're not playing that game. We don't want to play that game. That game is whack. Okay, we don't even want to play that no more. So go with where you came back, where you came from, and stay there. 7108. Trust me when I say that a person who is 71 and a half inches will be noticeably shorter than me. I'm not doing that. I'm not. Y'all can look at 7108, and I'm pretty sure you'll see why I said like this, because I'm like, chill out. Because the word, I'm not doing this right now. Okay. Mm. I just yawned because I was just singing in my head. It'd be hard to understand because my jaw keep locking. I need to get me a pit bull and a cat so they can be the best of friends. Yeah. 7108. Free thought movement this January, taking world to a whole new level. What? I'm strongly requesting that you stop the quarantine nonsense unnecessarily everywhere possible. 1493, 15, 12, 1, 20, 1593, 15. Subway. Might want to let go of that subway sandwich. Uh oh, 1593. The Matrix has noticed you. 1593. The one I can't trust to protect me is named. Yes, we definitely figure that out. Duh. And it's okay. Baggage be gone. The love of my life is named 1593. 1593, most handsome Native American man. Wow. 1593, he cannot imagine his worth. That's childhood wound. Anytime you step into this space where it's like, I cannot imagine, like, there's certain things that we say and we don't even realize the spells that are being placed. Like, I cannot imagine that. It depends on, the conversation, but this is all a part of responding, which means that you're pausing before you say what you're going to say. Analyze what you're saying. Should it even be said? What does that truly mean? Obviously, we live in this world where there's certain things that are said and people like to twist it up. Me, I'm going to go to the root of it, the root definition of it, or the way it was intended to be stated that everybody knows but wants to switch it based on an experience. And if that is not in alignment to what I truly want to say, gotta go. This is where the whole ignorance is not bliss came through. The trying is an insult to doing. That's a big one. That one right there. When you telling yourself I'm trying, you basically telling yourself I want to be stuck. That's all it is. You're telling yourself I want to be stuck because it's either you're gonna do something or you're not. Why do people say I try? Because they don't want to be honest. They don't want to be firm in that response, yes or no. Welcome into it, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, trying is a dangerous fucking word. And also, I've even, there's times where I'm in conversations, and that's why I'm not saying anything because I know I'm going to either say, yeah, that's good, or that's bad, or that's right, or that's wrong. But that's all part of the language of man that would pull you away from just cause and effect. Like, cause and effect will really help you get to the bottom of so much because now you're looking at things from a spiritual soul level. Okay. And this is what helps you to release burdens when it comes to you feeling regret or sorrows about a decision that you know deep down inside, where the truth is for each and every one of you, is what you should be doing to go where it is that you want to go. Some of y'all just need to hear that, process it, go to work. Feel me? 1593, charm, the power of three. When I tell you, when I didn't have school and it was just summertime, I was watching that shit faithfully. The words were created so man can complain sacred. Come through now. That's real right there. That's real. My shade goddess. Real. And then we got woodpecker mind control. That's wild because you know how the woodpecker goes. Oh, that's the media. And the actual media is a is this she a witch or something like that? And they call it media. They could have called it something else. But a lot of these things that we use, they're named after gods, goddesses, warlocks, witches, any mystical energies. Just put it that way. Okay. So let's see what else we got going on here. Okay. GPS. Where are we going? We off to see the wizard. Loud and clear, I guess we are going. It said, hairball. Really? Knock, knock. Who's there? 4114. Okay, yeah, and the GPS is going off, I see. Here we going. Bobby, don't you know? See what I'm saying? For your ass. Solar power. Solar power. 3, which means I will solar power the sun. And just say I know. It's the age of Aquarius. Here we got the Leo and Aquarius vibes. And that's confirming the GPS now. You see that? That mirror? Your soul is literally telling you where to go. You just got to say, I know. That's manifestation 101. See? Who got your back? The dude abides, which is basically the physical embodiment of Mama Universe. The dude abides. I got your back. This could also be a divine masculine too, saying I got your back, I got you. Be the goddess, the empress that you are. Well, this is your inner divine masculine talking to you, divine feminine. Okay. Telling you, be the goddess that you are. You've been toughing this shit out quite a bit. Quite a bit. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay. I got your back. Right side up. All right now. Because this shit's number 1. Look at this. Entangled. I'm done. Magic carpet. Why the entangled? Free falling. Somebody scared to fly. For real. Like flying on a plane. You got a fear of flights. For some of you, have dreams where you're falling. Just so you know, I'm Well, he said, I believe I can fly. That's why I paused that. I already know his vibe, but he still got some popping in his music. Listen. So, we got a hotline. Who calling? Who's calling? You see that shit? Time to fly. I'm out of here. Dang. Who's on the hotline? Who's on the hotline? Ha. I don't know what's going. Man can make some good music. Listen. Okay? It's 11:44 right now, too. Shit. And he's a Capricorn. No wonder. No wonder. Thank you for the tea. The scoopity scoop scoop. On the fly. Hotline. Who's this? Archangel Michael cutting cords. Because it's time to fly. Second house. Some of y'all, look, not all of y'all. Fuck us up. Some of y'all. Listen, your assets, finances, and the things that you value. Okay? Look at this. The fifth house. This right here. That's what this is about. That's what this is confirming over here. We got this 17 Aquarius energy. I know. You know what baggage needs to be gone. The energy is gaining momentum for you to look, live, have fun, love, and do the things that you love to create, and that you are proud of. You are proud of. You don't need nobody else to be proud of you. Source will send you those who are going to celebrate you. Some of you right now may just be surrounded by energies that's just tolerating you. Fuck that. Celebrate yourself. Okay. Celebrate you. I celebrate you. Shit. Virgo energy in here. Over analyzing and shit. Want to be perfect. Some of y'all be picking these weeds out too soon. That you end up picking out your harvest with it. Reacting and shit. Like they say, a crazy person don't like to be called crazy. Some of you know exactly what to say to get certain frequencies out your way. What's with the rhyming today? I see where we're going with this. Yeah. Because a few nights ago, I definitely had a dream. And this is, listen, I wish I would have actually remembered what I said, because I'm in my dream doing what I'm doing, the spoken word. But I'm observing myself in the dream. I just be doing the most. Don't mind me. I be doing the fucking most. The most. It is what it is, though. But now it ain't. It is what I make it. Now I'm talking to myself. Well, I've been talking to myself because I'm on live and y'all just chatting with me. You're not really talking to me. But you are talking to me because you're chatting. Anyway, see? Doing the most. Doing the most. Look at this. 10th house. It came out in reverse, though. Time to fly. See, some of y'all are afraid. Some of y'all going to have to really take a leap of faith here. You a whole astronaut and you moving like, I don't know what to put that next to, but you ain't doing what an astronaut would do. You playing yourself. You psyching yourself out. Why did the 10 of cups come out in reverse? I mean, where the other cards at? Where the other cards at? Penny pin, where you been? Let's see. Oh shit. Let me get these cards up. Put these over here. Now we're not going to sound this message, right? Why the 10th house in reverse? We here talking, we move, we live, we family. Facts. Feel me? Nah, it's a vibe though. It's a vibe. I feel like one day YouTube is gonna do that. Yeah, if it was 150.05. It's like IG. People can enter the live with you, like how they do on TikTok too. That'd be dope. I'm surprised they haven't done that yet. Why is the 10th house in reverse? Why was it in reverse? Oh shit, somebody gotta make a decision to do what? Something about the past because you got the Six of Cups here. Okay, this could also be about a parent that's literally blocking you from success in life and work. And then we got the Wheel of Fortune with the Sphinx. We have Hades, and who is this? Hold on. No, I'm sorry, not Hades. Godly. That's Anubis. Well, somebody stuck in the underworld, huh? Someone likes to be in the underworld, and for some of you, you want to bring them to the light, but they're straight with where they at. So lead them where they are. That's a message for a lot of you, for somebody in here. Okay. It says, under the pitiless desert sky, a sphinx rests her paw upon the wheel of fortune. The wheel is carved with sacred and esoteric symbols that speak of the great mysteries of life, death, and rebirth. Two Egyptian gods stand beside the wheel: snake headed Typhon, who brings chaos and destruction, and jackal headed Anubis, who accompanies the dead into the afterlife and beyond. Both are in Greek dress and have human bodies, denoting a union with the Greek god Hermes, who is also a guide of souls, Mercury, Gemini energy. Hermes adds discernment and intelligence to the powers of Typhon, and that's what we have here, the Lover's card. So, some of you are definitely about to receive communication. There she goes. Uh-huh. That's my communication right there. 1150, 1151. This communication about a move too, because that's what I connect that 1152. But Hermes adds discernment and intelligence to the powers of Typhon, which is who brings chaos and destruction, and Anubis, which is the one who accompanies the dead into the afterlife and beyond. So that as our lives turn upon the wheel, we gain wisdom with each turning. Sounds like that full moon in Capricorn. Yeah. When you get this side in a reading, the Wheel of Fortune cannot be halted in its timeless turning. To be born is to be on the wheel. The two sides of this, well, there's a decision for real, for real. The two sides of this card show two approaches to this inalterable fact. Yeah, so there's definitely a change that's inevitable. This side speaks of great mysteries of the wheel, which can be pondered for a lifetime or many lifetimes and still never be fully comprehended. Chiron. Hey, some of you have Chiron in the seventh house, and this full moon in Capricorn is really helping you to get to the bottom of certain partnerships that really cause you to be in this deeply wounded space constantly over and over and over and over and over and over again. The solution that you're coming up with, that's your fortune. That's because that's what you're going to be teaching others, which is that ninth house or that number 9 energy. A lot of you in here are spiritual teachers, just teachers in general. Yeah. The Sphinx guards the secrets of destiny. Acceptance of this brings peace. Struggling to understand what is beyond mortal understanding brings despair. Struggling to understand what is beyond mortal understanding brings despair. So this is that dark night of the soul that you got to go through, which means sitting with your feelings, with your thoughts, and really allowing them to filter through you. Because there's moments where you are processing information, you get stuck. in a specific spot, this is when you start to have attention and shit. Like, nah, just ask yourself the questions you have to ask yourself, cry it out. If it comes up again, continue to do the same process until you get to that point where you release it. That's what most people do when they're going to a therapist now. They sit there and talk about the same shit over and over again. Some of y'all just you really have to talk to yourself, have the conversation with you and your soul. What else? The Page of Pentacles. Yeah. See this? This is all about leaving what you thought was abundance, a blessing, and going for your perspective of what abundance is. That's someone who's breaking the pattern. Definitely breaking the pattern. You're realizing that you're not stuck. All you needed was the higher perspective. This is the Eight of Swords. Look at this. For real, for real. All you needed was the different perspective, because on this side you got the lotus, the book burning here, the lotus coming out the mud, and then you have these 5 red candles symbolizing the change within the foundation and no longer being restricted. Capricorn. That's a vibe. Some of you could also be moving to a location where the rose is significant too. So you're no longer in this space of feeling left out in the cold, because you realize that you have a safe haven. You just have to get your ass up and go. You have it. You've been receiving communication and signs. Okay. Okay. So a lot of you are choosing to be in this hangman position. It's a choice. Remember, the first few cards that we got was the temperance card. All you got to do is temper your emotions and set yourself free. And you better do it soon, because the way this fell, this is Pegasus. And Pegasus don't come with kisses and shit. This is speaking of, staying in a position for two. This was another card wanted to fall, but it didn't. You stayed in a position longer than you should, making yourself uncomfortable. Okay. Now, if whatever it is that you want to separate yourself from and you haven't, and it's on the path of having to pay a karmic debt, you also have to pay that off with that frequency. Not everybody's body is different, mentality is different as to, the way that they handle or respond to a karmic debt. Which is why it's important to stay on your path, mind your business, don't compete, because it's worthless. It truly is. Okay, I'm gonna read it to you how it has it here. Again, this is the vice versa deck, vice versa tarot. It says the same wands shoot through the air, going in the opposite direction. The fair sky of day has become a night sky blasted by lightning. Looking past the wands, we see Pegasus, the winged horse who brings lightning from Olympus to warn or to punish, according to the whims of the god. According to the whims of the god. The greenery that tips the wands may be shriveling and dying, or that could just be a trick of the light. So it's like you're not truly withering away. It's the perception, it's the frequency you're allowing yourself to connect to either bring you clarity or confusion. And it says, something you sent out into the world is coming back at you. If you have been careful to only put out energy and activity that you would like to receive, then you don't have anything to worry about. But if you have behaved unethically, whether through word or deed. Fix it fast, or Pegasus will fix it for you. And I literally said that with myself, sat down with myself yesterday too, last night. Well, early this morning, this rising, morning the past. I was like, if there's ever anything that I didn't do in accordance to my higher self and this path and this mission and this journey that was intended for me this lifetime, let it be so, make it clear so I can fix it. That I forgive and release every and all things that have been designed to conquer me or attack me or block me or confuse me, and I send it all away with love. Because it's not for me, it's not of me, and therefore it is not me. Because I am that I am. Shame. And now look at here. Got 3 cups. I think that's the magician. Yes. The magician is right up under there. With all the tools. Let me see something about this side. Here's my thing. See this magician card? Some of y'all probably thought that was the leg to the table. No, this table doesn't have any legs. So it's like, it's okay. You would normally have a table to put things on it, and it has the legs so things can be stable, right? But that talks about 4 pillars or, a box. Some of you, it's time to think outside the box, and thinking outside the box is what allows you to manifest. Some of you are supposed to manifest on tables without legs. Here, here, here. In connection to what? The information that's being pulled through from source to you in your mind's eye. This is your mind's eye here. This is the eye of the soul. It's the eye of the soul. This is the solar plexus, which is under the heart. Now, if this is not fully activated or there's too much confusion going on there, this is off. It's closed. Rather, it's closed. See life with all of your eyes so you know who you are. And just be. Just be. You're a human being and fully divine at once. The true human being. The true being. But you've been operating as the human doing, never knowing you or to be you. And being is in connection to the you, me, verse. What is your song? What is your solo in connection to the entire symphony? Sing your song. Dance to that beat. Dance to your rhythm. Just enjoy life. That's what it was made for you to enjoy it, not to be stressed. If it's stressing you, if it got you, you know what I'm saying, off your path, well then duh, it ain't for you. But yeah. Just let it go. I'm out. I love y'all. Thank you for listening to the storytelling moment. Later. Okay? I'm going to see you later.